What's up, guys? This is Kyle from Wax Museum. I've got a 2-package mail day that I want to share with you today. This first one is something that you don't see a lot of on this channel. It's not to say it's never on here, but this first one's a football card because, you know what, it's that time of the year. And, every time the football season starts, I do want to kind of buy some more football cards. I try not to buy too many because I want to spend that money on basketball cards, but nonetheless, occasionally I will pick something up. So I picked something up that was basketball adjacent, is maybe the right term for it. So this is one of the crossover RPAs. Of course, you recognize the design. This is the 2009 National Treasures design, National Treasures basketball design. Except it is a 2019 football rookie. So it's kind of, I guess, 10-year anniversary type thing. And this is Colts wide receiver Paris Campbell. So, I'd rather have somebody else on the team right now like Michael Pittman or Jonathan Taylor. Number one, those cards are very expensive. And number two, they didn't wear their relics, whereas Paris Campbell was one of the last players or one of the last rookie classes to actually wear the relics. So I went with that one. I wanted something nice to start the year off with. Hopefully he stays healthy. Hopefully he has a good year. Okay, the next card here is one I've been watching on eBay for a while now. And before I open it up here, I'll let you know it doesn't really fit into one of the main categories of my PC. And I try to restrict things, all my purchasing to my pyramid for the most part, mainly just to keep the spending in check. But sometimes there are cards that I just like and I want to buy them. And after a little bit of back and forth, that's what I did this week. Ended up purchasing this card right here, which you see is, let me open it up here, is an immaculate laundry tag. And we've taped over the one touch here, so I can't get into it right now. Okay, let's try this for a third time here. Sorry about that. Did they tape the bottom as well? You got to be kidding me. I'm not going to complain, though. It is protected, but yeah, that was taped up pretty good. Okay. So anyway, as you can see here, this is an immaculate... the listing said it was acetate. It's not, but that's okay. It's an immaculate jumbo laundry tag of Al Horford, numbered 1 out of 2. And as you can see here, there's writing on the tag itself. It says R1, G1, 2. And I assume that's, generally that's from an equipment manager. And I'm going to assume, or at least I did when I, first looked at it, that they were labeling the jersey as having been used in round 1, game 1, and 2 of a playoff series. And, this is one of those cards that I put it on my watch list. And like I said, Al's not really one of my PC guys. It doesn't really fit some of the normal, collection parameters that I have on myself. But every time I would see this in my watch list, I would think, why hasn't anyone bought this yet? So before I finally pulled the trigger, I decided to do a little digging. What playoff games, I know is, round 1, games 1 and 2, but what year exactly, when was this used? And I even thought about it a little bit. I went to a Pacers-Hawks playoff game in Atlanta in 2013. So, it wouldn't be out of the question for it to possibly have been used in here. But I knew the Pacers had home court in that series, so it would have been games 3 and 4. So that was not the game. And I think I've mentioned that game on the show before, but I even got some camera time at that game on ESPN. And I'll show that here on the screen for you real quick. But anyway, I knew it wasn't one of those. So I hopped on Google and I searched Al Horford game-worn Hawks in the off chance that they purchased it from NBA auctions, as they often do, or they did at the time. I don't know if they still do now. And I kid you not, the very first result for me was a link titled 2015-2016 playoffs, worn in 4 games, Al Horford. So I opened it up and zoomed in on the tag, and the tag was an exact match. The exact same handwriting, the letters were in the exact same spots, and the description also named the 4 games that he wore it in, which would have been all 3 Eastern Conference quarterfinal victories over Boston, and then also the Hawks Eastern Conference semifinal game. It was a Game 3 loss to Cleveland. Now, none of those are real historic games, so that, like I said, it doesn't fit that portion of my PC. But a jumbo tag from a jersey that was used in the playoffs 4 times is still pretty cool to me. So I ended up buying it, and I'm glad I did. I think it's just a really cool piece. And while I don't see Al as a Hall of Famer, he's had a real solid NBA career. So I thought you might appreciate seeing that, seeing the jersey that they use. And actually, Panini used the rest of that jersey or some of the prime pieces in a Court Kings game dated performance art set. I'll try and get a picture of one of those up there as well for you. But anyway, I thought you might appreciate seeing that. As always, there are new episodes of the audio podcast, which is on a different platform. I've had people ask about that. New episodes every Thursday. And as always, thanks for watching.